Hey friend, welcome back. I'm so glad to spend this time with you today. Today is the 5th week of our 5-week series on saving so much money on food and groceries every single month. I hope you've been enjoying this series, and today is the last one. Of course, we'll talk about saving money on food and groceries in the future, but this is the end of the 5-week series, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Comment and let me know anything that you've learned or enjoyed learning or hearing about in the series. And if there's anything you want me to talk about in the future, let me know that as well. So today's topic is how to always buy groceries at the lowest price. How can you know what the lowest price is and be able to buy them so that you're always saving the most amount of money and never spending more than you have to? So that's what we're going to talk about today, and let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through a process that is very easy. It won't take a lot of time, but it's going to give you so much knowledge. So number one, get a piece of paper or pull up a spreadsheet, Google Sheet, whatever you want, a note on your phone. I don't care, whatever your favorite format is, and write a list of your 10 most purchased items. So these are the items that you buy every single week or every single time you go to the grocery store. These are your main staples. You know what they are. You can rattle them off or write your list in no time at all because you buy these over and over and over. And these need to be items that you purchase. These aren't items that you may get for free if you have a neighbor who gives you farm eggs every single week or something like that. This is for the items you actually buy each and every time. So write your list of 10 items. I recommend just 10 so that you don't get overwhelmed in the process. I promise it's quick and easy. You can go maybe to 15. It just depends on how much time you have, but let's start with 10. Okay, so step one, make your list of your 10 most purchased items that you purchase frequently. Number two, now you're going to take that list of 10 and you're going to look up the app of your main grocery store. So wherever you shop the most and buy the most groceries, pull up that app and you're going to look up each of these 10 items and note their price. So you're going to write down the price or type it in on your spreadsheet, whatever format you have chosen. Write the price right now that it is for each of those items. And it's really important to get this done in this week's sales cycle. So what that means is you have to know what the sales cycle are for your grocery stores. In my area, all the stores start over on Wednesdays. So whenever you decide to look up these items, make sure you get through all 10 before the next week's sales cycle starts over. That's really important. Okay, so now you have your prices listed for each of the 10. Now, step 3 is if you use more than one grocery store on a pretty regular basis, because maybe prices there tend to be lower on certain items, then you're going to repeat step 2 for the next stores. So for any other grocery stores that you visit frequently, every single time you go grocery shopping or every single week, then include that store as well. Look up that store's app and write down the prices for these same 10 items at those stores. So you have your 10 prices for store number 2, and you can feel free to add as many stores as you want, but I recommend maybe just your main store and possibly one other just to keep this process simple. Now, step 4 is you have your 10 most purchased items and you have the prices next to them at your main grocery store and possibly another store. Now, next week, whenever your store's sales cycle starts over, you're going to repeat this process, steps 2 and 3, for those same items. So this is going to be a weekly thing for about 4 to 6 weeks. So each of the next 4 to 6 weeks, write or type out your prices on those same 10 items every single week at those same stores. So in the end, after about 4 to 6 weeks, you will have all of the prices, the weekly prices for 4 to 6 weeks worth of your 10 most purchased items. So now you're going to go through and circle with each item what the lowest price was and note which store it was at as well. So this is going to give you each of the prices that those items were rotated through at your grocery stores. as you'll see, prices fluctuate. Some things go on sale, and some things go on sale for more of a discount certain weeks and less of a discount other weeks. And even what the store will call the regular price will fluctuate as well. So you may have an item that's not on sale this week and it is $2.99, and next week it's not on sale also, but it's $3.49, and the following week it's $3.29. They fluctuate, but the sale prices happen pretty regularly, as you'll be able to see. So sometime in the next 4 to 6 weeks, every item just about will go to its lowest price. And I mean its regular lowest price. So a store will regularly put an item at the same lowest sales price every 4 to 6 weeks, somewhere in that time frame. But once in a while, maybe twice a year, items will go on a very steep discount, or it will be one of the loss leaders for the store. But that's not very often, and you'll know exactly when that happens because you will recognize that it has gone below the regular lowest sales price. So by circling the lowest price that you found over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and it's really important that you don't miss a week so that you know exactly what the prices are doing, now you are armed to be able to purchase each of those items and actually stock up when the item is at its lowest. So if milk goes on sale every 3 weeks at the cheapest, or every 4 weeks, you could stock up and potentially get that amount of milk if you have room for it and if the expiration dates will allow. So each item is going to have its own shelf life and expiration date, and so you'll know if you can stock up for the length of time until it goes on that price again. So this is also giving you the frequency of that price. So if you find that something is going on that great sale price every 3 weeks, well, when it does, you know that you could buy 3 weeks worth, and that will get you through to the next time it is that price. Then you should never have to pay anything above the lowest sales price. There may be another item that goes on the sale price every 5 weeks. Well, if that is bread, for example, then you could buy the amount that you would normally go through in a 5-week time period. You can freeze bread and pull it out as you need so that you're stocking up accordingly at the lowest price and never paying a higher price again. And trust me, by the time you get through this 4 to 6 weeks, you will have memorized the really great prices on each of these 10 items. You will be surprised at just how much knowledge you retain from this. And so now your next step at the end of the 4 to 6 weeks, I recommend 6 weeks if you can stick with it. At the end of the 6 weeks, you will want to start over with the next 10 items. So the next 10 items that you can think of that you purchase very frequently, start this process over and do that for another 4 to 6 weeks, and you will know those items' lowest price. So again, every 4 to 6 weeks, you can start over with another 10 items until you really feel like you have this great knowledge base and you will have these memorized. You will have no trouble at all going through sales ads and going, that's a great price on that. I need to stock up and I need to get about 4 weeks worth. This is not a great price. I'm going to hold off on buying that and plan my meal around something else. Now, once you have these figured out and you have a really great base of knowledge, you can go ahead and add in other sizes of your items. So let's say, for example, you buy certain types of cereal and that's one of your frequent purchases. And so you've identified the lowest price of the box of cereal you normally buy. Well, as you probably know, if you do buy cereal, there are a variety of sizes of boxes in the same flavors. So let's say you buy Cheerios frequently. Well, you'll know that they come in the smallest size box, and then there is like a large size, I think is the next one, and then there is the giant size, which is the biggest box that you can find. So there's like at least 3 different sizes of the same exact cereal box. And sometimes you can even get the bags that are even bigger. So what you can do further once you have that base knowledge and you know what the best prices are is start comparing the sizes, the price per ounce of cereal. So when your smallest box goes on sale, do the math and see how much money is that per ounce. And compare that when the large size goes on its lowest price, what's that price per ounce? And when the giant size goes on its lowest price sale, what is that price per ounce? So you can really get down to which one has the best deal, what's the best price per ounce of cereal. Because if you're going through Cheerios or whatever it is, if you're going through it a lot, then buying a larger size is not going to hurt you. You're going to end up using that anyway. So buying a larger size occasionally when it's on sale may actually be the best deal of all. So it just gives you more information the more you're willing to track, but I recommend starting small, 10 items, and only one size of each of those 10 items, the ones you already buy now, and track that for 4 to 6 weeks at 1 or 2 stores. And then you can expand from there, the next 10 items, the next 10 items, and then different sizes and so on. So I hope this has blessed you. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, if there's anything I can help further clarify for you. I did this years and years and years ago, and I continually update, and I'm always watching prices. So now I know exactly what the latest lowest price is for each of the items that I purchase, and I can recognize when prices start going up or when there is something that is a really great deal, so I can take advantage of it. This has saved our family so much money, and I want your family to save that money as well. So let me know if you have questions. Start your list of 10 items, start tracking today, and go over the next 6 weeks, and you will already be saving money on your top 10 most frequently purchased items. All right, make sure you subscribe. I've got so many great topics coming up for you. We are going to be talking about back to school savings. We're going to be talking about sports and kids' activities and how to save money on those. All kinds of stuff coming up for you. So make sure you subscribe. Thank you for being here with me today. I always enjoy spending time with you. I hope you enjoy spending this time with me as well. Would you take a few minutes if you have received any value from my podcast and leave me a review? I would love a 5-star review if I have earned that, and I hope that I have. Really want to help your family so much, and I hope that comes through in the show. So thank you so much in advance for leaving me an incredible review. I will love to read them, and I will talk to you next week. Take care, and blessings to your family.